Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tub Talk. This is episode 30-something. We're going to edit this later, and then we're going to put it in a spot that you don't really know what the number is, just like Scopely just did with their blog about the temporal dimensions. You know, we're going to update that thing. We're going to say this is 38, but reality is probably lower than that. But that's where we are. We're at 30-something right now. I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
And we're going to turn the jets down and we're going to talk about some MSF. So this week so far has been crazy. We've had a bit of a gap between our now and our last hot tub. So I haven't done one of these in a while. You're kind of rusty.
Yeah, it's been a little. It was too hot.
It was hot.
80-something degrees is way too hot to sit in a hot tub.
As she usually says, hot as balls.
Ugh, yeah, it was miserable.
So apparently my balls are hot.
I mean, 80 degrees is a nice welcome reprieve for some of those there in Vegas that were breaking records.
Our 80 is different than other places' 80s, though. Our 80s, it's probably up there with that 110, 120.
Yeah, coastal 80s is a different.
It's crazy. We sit on our front yard where there isn't like wind or anything, and it's probably about 110, 115.
All concrete.
Concrete. Like, yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. It gets warm. So anyway, we hadn't been hot tubbing, but we're back in the saddle again.
I have 2 old ones still to edit.
Yeah, so like I said, we'll put the number in the official, but as for in the video itself,
it's subject to change, this number.
Subject to change. 30 flips.
Maybe we want to edit it in 6 months and it'll be episode 69.
Yeah, you can go back and look, and this is because all the information will be relevant at that point in time. Envoys quitting, blogs being messed up, them changing bugs the terms, bugs in game. Maybe we can do it.
Claiming they're not going to drop us in Crucible, but who knows?
Yeah, Crucible rewards are a joke because you don't really have to participate. You get about the same amount as somebody that really participates heavily.
You didn't participate, and I tried my ass off and got the same.
I got better than you did on one of my accounts.
6 to 15.
Yeah. 6 to 15. That's where I got in 2 of my accounts.
Yeah, and then the next season is the different, which is the ones I was reading to you. The updated, it goes to like 1 million, and then it goes to like the top. Or 100,000 or whatever. And then,
100,000.
But only the top get the juicy rewards.
The top select few, the cool guys.
All they're catering to right now anyway.
Oh yeah, the cool guys. The ones that pay the bills. The ones that keep the light on. Those guys.
Their advantage from spending, they deserve.
They deserve it. I give it to them.
Yeah. Which I'm fine being a couple of months behind, a couple of weeks on a tune, but flat out gating content in a game you want us to play because I didn't spend.
So we'll get into so what we're talking about is we had an event to come out. It's Temporal Dimensions. When it first came out, they said you need past Node 4, you need to have all 5 Illuminati, which is the new cool team. Right now it is not available free to play unless you port like crazy.
Temporal Dimension would require them before her offers. Shuri came out and before her offers went away.
It doesn't even matter.
Had they said something, more people might have been apt to buy her lower offer.
Well, no, okay, so business savvy wise, they're shit. They don't know how to run a business.
Yeah.
Because they don't push things like that. It's always the day after something ends, a good deal comes up for what you could have used.
Yeah.
A day after something drops, then they say, oh, we're going to need this for that. They need to learn how to do sales because they are shit at it. Drop the prices on deals when something's hot, and raise the prices and put it in the back burner when something's not. Like that's kind of how you make business. And then as time goes on, then those prices in the back, now they deflate again. Like it's kind of like how you run things, but it's not how they run things.
But now the Shuri release method is Crucible attacks that you have to use them for, and you can't use them to unlock her because you don't have her.
Right.
It's
If you want more shards
garbage.
over, yeah,
You
absolutely.
need her at 5, 6, and 7. I'm sorry, what the fuck does a person with 7 stars on Shuri need to use her at 7 stars to get more on the leaderboard? Oh, because now you're going to get diamonds. Fuck off.
Yeah, they're doing these things really backwards when it comes to those
That
kinds
is
of
what
things.
Looney Tunes did, and I lasted a month, and I said I'm done. Then this is the third event where you've needed a tune to get a tune.
Well, I disagree about needing the tune to get the tune, but we can talk about that. That's fine. So let's go into that. So they release a tune. The orbs are available.
Yeah, if you want a core.
Those people that can core can get their orbs. And there's also drops in other orbs that are available that I was lucky enough to get 100 drop on one of my accounts.
Yep.
But you can do satellite to get orbs for those, and they drop very minimal shards of Shuri. So say you're
But
at
that might have only
14,
been like
15.
3 orbs, though. I don't even think there's
6
more.
total.
Was it? I don't know.
6
I only
total.
got
3 and 3.
shards of her.
So say you're at 10 to 14. I don't know of that at now. So when this event comes out, is it going to be, if you don't have them, are you not going to get any shards of her? Probably not. If you don't have them, I guarantee you're going to get enough shards to unlock her, but it's going to be a pain in the ass. The extra points for the milestone stuff is where the stars for her come into play. And what those are doing is it's saying those of you that have already spent and that already bought and got them at 5, 6, 7, because we know you don't need her shards anymore, here's some bonus stuff at the end of the milestones for you. That's what that's for. But when you're talking about players that are free to play and they see those types of things, it is really a turnoff because, like my wife just said, it's bullshit. I don't want to have to look at something and say, I need this tune to unlock a tune. Because when you look at it, that's how it is. Because in order to get there quicker, if you have the tune, you get there quicker.
Points are useless. They're like, it's just, you get massive points if you have
And like
them.
I said, wait until the event comes around. They do the thing where panic, buy. Now it's like, oh shit, now I had too many for the event. So don't panic. Just wait. When it drops, you'll see in the web store, they'll give like 1,000 points in orbs and whatever else. And the dailies, they'll give orbs and shards and
I
here.
don't know.
What
This
else?
Stupid monthly event piece is
I'm
still
just-
so far out of reach.
It's not out of reach if you do your 50 cores a day, which is expected for everybody to do. It's 200 cores a day for energy. That's expected to do. If
Well, they're
anybody
expecting that
listening
from
to
the wrong
this,
person.
anybody listening to this is going to be like, yes, I do my
Only
50s
don't
every
play
day.
that.
So if you choose not to, then you're going to be behind. And that's where she sits, is behind because she chooses not to use her cores on that. But now she's not using her cores to unlock the character.
No, because it's 100, and I'm not dropping that many cores.
So it comes to time and place where you have resources,
I'm not
use them.
falling into their bullshit.
For what?
It's just a whole lot of bullshit.
Yeah, but I mean, where are you going to use the cores otherwise?
And right now I gotta use them to fucking heal my dumbass spider society that's maxed out that can't even do their
Why?
fucking
You got
raids.
D3 there that can finish the nodes for you and help you out.
Yeah, but I'm not putting
Go
it
through
all
and
on
play
him
it,
all
don't
the
sell it.
time. I do play it.
I'll help you through.
I've
It's not
tried.
fun.
I do your thing. One day it works, the next day I look
Oh,
down
absolutely.
and on my last hit, the fire fucking bitch goes off and deletes
Because
half
they
my team.
stealth buff the raids every other day to make it so that people are having to use their resources. I absolutely agree. You and I are in agreement there. And it's something
just-
that the Reddit wants to say it doesn't happen, but bullshit, it does.
Yeah.
And if you actually play the game, you will know. If you are in raids that are below where your level should be, then you probably don't notice it one bit.
No.
And if you're
But if
in
you're-
raids where it's above where you should be and you're playing them every time, then you probably don't notice one bit.
And you're getting carried by those higher alliances.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Rage
sorry.
gaming.
You are not free to play. You are a fucking freeloader.
Yeah. There's
I am a
difference
light
between
spender, and
freeloader and
you
free to play.
passed that node after me. You
Oh, we're talking
claim
about
to
the
have been
Amethyst stuff.
higher in the leaderboard than I was, but when I passed it, I was ranked 7,000.
And so was
how
somebody
fuck
else
did
in
you
the
pass
comments.
it after me
And rank
and
2000.
ranked 2,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something's fishy here, peeps.
Well, nobody's going to question because, content creators
And
are
how are you
gods.
free to play? You have to be getting carried by somebody.
Yes.
I mean, I bust my ass in our
And
alliance
he's not
and
free to
sometimes
play
get
either.
carried.
He might say that he is.
He says he's 100%
but he's
free to
not.
play. Yeah, right? If you're getting donations from people, you are not free to play.
Because you, wife, are the most active player,
I'm #1 in World Warrior right now.
period, that I know of, other than maybe two silly Roggles, maybe Zem, are probably up there with you as far as activity without spending money. Skilly, maybe, is another one. That's the one that's always up there because he hoards things and knows when to use them. But there's very few people that play as actively as you do, is what I'm trying to say, and you barely spend. You might buy a pass here and there, but that's it.
Yeah, I talked myself into the Dakin one only because it leveled him up, but then now I'm done. I haven't spent since I bought that.
The dude's been in a 2.3 Incursion Alliance for who knows how long, probably Spotlight 1.2 from the beginning, which we weren't very far off.
Mm-mm.
But probably from the beginning.
I said, we're
I'm
only
sure they don't give a
couple of
shit
weeks
about
behind.
wars because they can't with the shit teams that he has. So, yeah, I don't
But
know.
if you're like those others in 3 months, only built the teams to get sus. And you only built raid teams, then sure. But what are you doing for your alliance now that there's a Crucible event coming up? What are you doing?
I mean, we had what? OMG went on the other day and had us showed of his beginner account. His beginner account is 6 months old?
3.
3 months old, and he's got sus. So what that means is he's only building teams specific for DDs and or raids. So they don't give two fucks about war. They use whatever they have within those things for Crucible, which some of those are relevant in multiple areas. But when you start off in an arena bracket like that too, you're able to move up because your arena is equal with you. Versus somebody that's been playing for a while, you're really going to have to wail out on that stuff if you want to. The newer player experience actually has a huge advantage because of not only the player level XP increase, but also when you're somebody like him and you can get into alliance that is like, oh, we're going to be doing these high raids and you don't even, just join.
Yep.
We don't expect you to do a node. And you get those extra materials, yeah, you're getting
because
carried.
Because those higher alliances are dropping their big spenders.
Yeah, and so you're getting carried in those things because you can have, 4 people on the team do the 4 nodes of Spotlight all the way through. So we need 12 people in a 24 alliance to do the whole Spotlight at 100%. We need, let's see, you got 6 people per, so 18 in an alliance to do Incursion. Yeah. The whole way through.
We've been doing 85% with us.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a way to carry 6 people per alliance if you really wanted to. And so that's what they jump into. They want to be one of those 6. And they get babied along until they get what they want. And if you got a name like that, I mean, you're going to keep them.
And that's not a true real player experience.
It's not. It's not a player experience. It's a spoiled
false
experience.
Image that you're doing. And we were talking earlier, I've been right around 4 to 6 months behind the leader in every Dark Dimensions. By the time they've passed it, I've been in the top 10,000 of the game who have finished.
Correct.
Which takes me right around 3 months. I just started. I finished the first node a couple of days ago. But I'm just going in and basically hitting audio. I play, but after about 5 or 6 resets trying to get right RNG, I give up.
Yeah.
Because it's just too much stress. I'm like, man, it's not worth it. It's not fun. I want to go in and murk somebody, not, go in and get deleted.
Get murked.
Right?
Want to be the murker and not the murky.
We've got 3 diamond tombs. All my teams got diamonds. 2 or more diamonds on that entire team. Level 100. Maxed everything.
Yep.
The team can't get fucking bigger.
Right.
And Val's getting 1 shot? Like, come on.
Yeah. By a Weaver.
This is ridiculous.
Right, I agree.
I know. I don't spend as much as these people, and I'm fine being 3 months behind in content in those game modes.
Mm-hmm.
But flat out being told, nope, you're not going to be able to get this next legendary, you're not going to be able to do this, you're going to have to wait 6 months or more until you can even unlock them, then that's just going to push you even further behind, and then it becomes like, well, what the fuck's the point?
Well, that's where the bullshit thing is too, because when they come out with these and they call them events, and yes, I'm doing finger quotes, by the way, you can't see it, but when they're events, they're not events. These are exclusive events. These are not events. These are not for everybody. You can't have a level 65 player go in and play these events and get anywhere. So they're not events. They're not game-wide events. They're not even like level 75 and up events. They're not, level 80 and up events. They're not events. They're
because
exclusive.
The Whales and Krakens were tired of smarter people beating them with their brain and not their wallet.
Yeah.
Your brain can't beat my wallet.
Well, I mean,
it can't.
we do. We have people like Joe that's way less than us in TCP, and he's getting floor 50, in the satellite.
He doesn't have Mephisto.
And he doesn't have Mephisto, and he's beating it. And we have people like Too Silly that is half my TCP, getting to the 40s, mid 40s. Same with Roggles. Like, there's so many people that are doing that, and it's like I don't care enough about. I actually didn't even do it today or yesterday. I just hit sim until one loses.
And that's where I know the game is going into the shitter, is because I'm in the top of that.
Well, that's what I was saying too.
I go in and hit sim on every fucking level.
Right, and that's about Crucible. It's the same thing. I did one battle per Crucible round.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about like one each day. I'm talking about one per the 3 battles. I did one Crucible per 3 battles, and I did 6 teams. 6 teams the first match, and that's it, or the last match, depending on where it was, if I forgot or not. And I ended up being 6-15. Whereas you played every day, you tried your hardest, you were getting the 50s, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Got promoted at the end, finally back to gold 2.
And that's because there's so few people, like you said, that give a shit about that stuff, because it's not entertaining. It's entertaining for a select few, and you look at the top. That's who it's entertaining for.
Yeah.
Is that select?
But
3%.
Even the teams they're facing are smaller than the teams we face down where we're at.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
because
I totally
people
agree.
who wailed and krakened and shelled their way down, just like war alliances used to do.
Until you get into like the top
down.
50, probably everything else is like, you're seeing shit. Because it's all the people, it's all the new whales.
And up there, really, what theory crafting can you beat? Every tune is 7/7 or 3 diamond. Every team's the same. Doesn't matter. They're all identical.
Yeah, they're spending shit tons of money to get the new tune to put it on there because the other person might not.
That's why I'm glad Illuminati's Crucible, because I do not give a shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'm not going to be in the top anyway, even if I got them.
I'm taking Ant-Man to DD7, so I kind of give a shit about that. That is one that I am taking because of his hero stuff and healing heroes and
maybe by the time I finish and then get a second round in it, I could use him on a second round, but even that, it's like, when the hell is Old Man Logan coming back?
Scopely, you got to change the way you word your stuff because this is not an event. This is an exclusive. It's not an event because you're excluding people. If it's a game-wide event, then everybody's able to play. If it's something where not everybody's able to play, then it's exclusive.
No, and gating pocket dimensions and tower. Sure, gate the last node of tower to Mephisto, to people who have Mephisto, or people who are smart enough to get there and pass it. But don't flat out say, you know what, nope, you can't get past floor 2. Sorry, you just get to replay floor 1 every day.
Yeah.
That's not a game mode, that's not content.
No, it's not. And it's not enjoyable for the majority of people either.
It's like Crucible's gated behind level, 65? But that's because you need to learn the game, but now it's boosted, so by the time you get to 65, you still don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Like, it was there with the level, so you could figure out teams, you could figure out and get enough resources together to put 6 teams on the
Same thing with War and ISO and all that stuff. There's reasons why there's steps in the game. But now everything's happening so fast, they don't even know the shit. They put the wrong stuff on. So then that's where they catch them because they end up spending to get the other stuff because they wasted it on characters like Luke Cage and Spider-Man and Night Nurse and Shield Medic and whatever, Punisher. So now you're left with these ones with ISO on that you don't need. Scientist Supreme, because that's the one that you see first in the ISO is her. So yeah, it's just, I don't know, the way that they're shaping things around is kind of annoying. It really,
and now you're
is.
going to gate, you were seriously going to gate Pocket Dimension around a team that's not even out and available in-game yet?
I love that you're still calling it Pocket Dimension.
That's what they called it. Little temporal.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No,
that was what they called war, was the temporal turmoil bullshit.
Yeah, I like the Pocket Dimension. I think they should just kept it. Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a small pocket.
It's like the Dark Dimensions, but
and you're using
little,
from your pocket in order to get into it too nowadays.
I mean,
so
no. It just, what they're doing is, I don't know. It doesn't show good faith for me to even think about spending right now, because it's like, what's the point? In 6 months, is the game even going to still be here? Because they're driving away 90% of their player base with their decisions.
All right, Zoomy.
I mean, sure, they changed that you can only use 3 now.
Oh, let's go into that. Who are they driving away, honey?
Like, everyone, mostly their own envoys, because these envoys know what's coming up. So what is coming up that's driving your envoys out of this game?
Or what are you not doing that the envoys are getting pissed and wanting to leave?
Not giving them their cutbacks? Who knows?
Maybe they said no to giving them the cores for things. Well, I can't have that.
Well, I mean, they get enough off of the exclusive content and their videos, tens
Well, that's the sad thing. The envoys are in it for the money.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's annoying to begin with.
Yeah.
In it for the money.
When
You
you
should be
flat
in it
out
for
have
the
some of them,
enjoyment
well,
of
I
the
can't
game.
help you. I don't know. I can't help you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go here, go there. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I
wow,
field
you're
so many
supposed-
messages every day, and I'm an envoy, and I'm not getting paid for this shit.
Like, you're supposed
Honestly,
to be
wanna help
here to
people.
help the community, to relay, be a voice between the two, and you've got the whole community up in arms, pissed off, but yet nobody has publicly, other than Mobile, stood up and said, hey, this isn't right. Like, he was the only one that I saw in the tournament who refused to use Illuminati. It's like, I'm not using Captain Britain. Because if free-to-play and light spenders can't get it, if you have to spend $500 to get a tune, that tune better be game-breaking.
Here's the thing, though, honey, as far as that goes. Who is the one in that content creator crucible? Who is the one that makes the most money out of all of them?
Well, Mobile.
So does he really need to get the prize or whatever at the end?
Well, no.
Okay.
He can.
So can he make a stand?
Up and not lose a goddamn thing.
Exactly.
And more people will probably sub and give him more donations.
But if Dorky loses that thing, you know how much that means to him? You know how much that bugged him last time when Dueling won, I'm sure?
I know.
So it's about pride and the fact that they
But who's to say they
put
didn't
themselves
set
on
it
that.
up to begin with? Because it could have all just been a show.
I don't think it's all a show, because if it was all a show, they wouldn't have Dorky and Dueling and people like that in there. If it was a show, it would be all the people that slack off on it. And they would put like game designers and shit in there with their accounts too. And they would have it like, the CCs versus the designers.
Who claim to play but don't.
Yeah, they would do something like that if it was a show.
And you just hired a new community manager that I'm pretty sure doesn't even play this game and had no idea what this game was before you hired him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The way it seems, it might not. But maybe that's better too, because maybe they're not jaded in one way or another. Maybe they'll just be open to anything. I don't know. There's ways of thinking positive and ways of thinking negative in that too. So who knows? Maybe it might be something we need, is to go away from the norm. Maybe some of these new streamers or whatever, when they do go out and they do like Blaze, like he doesn't stream Marvel Strike Force, but he opened the game, he's like, oh, this is kind of cool, so started playing it. Maybe something like that. Maybe that's who they need for doing content creating kind of stuff for them, or doing these types of things, so they get a different perspective from somebody that's not jaded by the community, or
They need some new blood. And
Yeah.
then you've got the other dude that just does the bots
I don't even know who
as
he
his
is.
side gig.
Yeah, it
I don't know,
doesn't
he went
matter
to
to
the
me.
thingy.
Yeah, it doesn't
But then all his bot, the people that do use it, every other thing, oh, well, if you like this bot, you need to support me. Send to my PayPal. Here's this. You need to support me.
Well, that's the way everything is.
Like-
Everybody wants their cut. Every time you go to pay for something in a restaurant, it has, are you going to do a tip?
Right? Everybody has
And that's
to
when
have
you
their
go
cut.
to like a grocery store, sometimes they have those things.
Yeah.
So everybody needs their cut. That's just how the world is right now. That's how this game is too. They want their cut. They're going to sell you something. They want you to give something back. Time, money, whatever it is. But yeah, the envoys. We had what? Who was it? It was Run.
Run. Apparently
And
said he was quitting. I haven't seen it anywhere, and I didn't rewatch his stream to find out. But that's
Who?
what was informed to me from Run.
oh, Run.
Purple did quit. He
Purple
posted
quit.
his last video.
And he definitely stopped his top account. But I don't know about his lower account. And then yeah, Run quit. The Envoy program. I don't know about the game.
Yeah, and then somebody said Tana quit the Envoy program again.
But that could have just been
But-
trolling OMG.
Yeah.
Which I think is funny as fuck if that's what the case was.
Yeah.
Because
But he does so much clickbait titles that who knows when he's telling the truth.
oh yeah, dude, Tana's horrible about that stuff. You never know what's the honest truth. Which why would you want to watch a video if you think it's gonna be a lie?
And they updated the APOC stuff, but it hasn't hit game yet. And within, 2 hours of them saying that this is going to be the new way of APOC, all the envoys who were posting videos just weeks ago, APOC skippable, not worth it, now, oh, get him now, epic tune, can't be skipped, like, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's that way in every game, apparently. I don't look at stuff for every game, so I don't know. This is the game that I really play. And yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying. And people are doing it for money.
Right, and well, just like this, you've had people panicking because Five Illuminati, and then within 2
I told
hours
people
they
in chat,
change it.
as soon as I saw that thing, I told people in chat, they need to change this. Don't worry. This is not going to be the right way.
Yeah.
And then, sure
And then it
enough,
was
here it
changed,
comes in
but
the
it was
blog
only
post.
told in OMG's chat, and then it was changed somewhere
it was in
else.
the blog. It was in a secondary blog.
Yeah, but if you only read the one blog or only heard, through the
Yeah, but
grapevine,
that's the same as
you may
anything in
not
the
ever get an
newspaper.
update.
That redacted thing is going to be the end of the newspaper the next day. It's not going to be front page like the other stuff. That's normal.
And then, these people panic, start to go by.
They do.
But it's like, you announced this, but can you buy Cherie still? Where her herbs, I think, went away today. Her cores.
Yeah, and those of you in chat, I'm kind of curious. In whatever language they speak in Saudi Arabia, I don't know if it's Arabic or what it is they speak, but I'm kind of curious how close the number 3 and how close the number 5 is.
Mm.
I'm just curious because honestly, I think a lot of these things are mixed translation, and maybe even saying the levels being at 5. Maybe they just wanted the higher levels rather than all. So maybe the word higher levels or higher versus all. Like how close are they? Higher and all?
No, I think it was their intent, and they didn't realize, and they had to backpedal.
Could be as well. Could be as well. I was trying to think of the positive aspect.
Captain Britain's already started an uproar, and now this. It's a bad precedent to be sending right now.
Yeah, you're gonna have so many people having 2 of the shields, and then looking at that third one like, how am I supposed to get that?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to get that?
I'm already like, I've given up. It's not gonna happen. Because Hank won't be out before his thing ends, so I'm not gonna get his.
His shield?
And it's not worth $300. I'd much rather go spend a night at a nice casino and just
$300?
chill.
Where do you get $300 at?
Well, if you really wanted $125 to get them both there now,
Oh, I see what you mean.
to get them to the 3 stars, to get those 2 shields.
So I'm gonna be
plus
honest with
whatever
chat.
it is.
I have 5 accounts, and in one of my accounts, I bought the $40 deal for Shuri and for Hank Pym.
Yeah.
That's
and then
it.
in your other account, you got lucky like our
I
son
got
and got 100 drop.
Yeah, I got 100 drop of Shuri, so I got lucky in one of my accounts with that too. Hopefully, I can get lucky with the Hank Pym on one of them. Hopefully, the same one as the one before. I don't know if lightning strikes twice in the same spot. So I don't know if.
And
that's
even
gonna happen.
those, just having that milestone there, it's like, what's the point of that one? You can't find these things.
Yeah.
You have to buy them.
Yeah, why does it have to be in your face so you're looking at it every day like what am I missing? Because
Like, right? Where am I supposed to get these orbs? Everybody keeps asking, what's this here for? How am I supposed to get it?
you don't.
You don't. Sorry.
You don't. You just suck it up and look at them. You don't actually get nothing. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. Really is. I don't know why they do stuff like that. All that in-your-face leaderboards and milestones that you can't get to. I wish they were somewhere other than when you have to go daily to get your other stuff, because I really don't want to have to look at things that I don't want to do.
But I'm sorry, I know there's an issue with a game when I'm in the top couple thousand in some of these things. Like, how the hell do I get that high up? There's that little people now playing or pushing for things?
Maybe. Or maybe your teams are just better than what you think they are.
I just go in and sim. Today I couldn't get past 39, so I dropped back down and said, screw it. I don't even have I have 112 something thousand points. Like, I have next to nothing, and I'm still...
I'm in the 20s. So... I'm in 20,000.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't mean nothing to me. It's whatever. I simmed it a couple times, and I was like, okay, I think I'm done.
Right? I got enough to get to the diamond orbs, and I'm
every day doing it over and over again is just, I don't know. I got raids, I got war, I got crucible, I got that, I got dailies.
And apparently it keeps freezing and glitching, and then there goes your whole team, and you gotta start all over.
There's so many other things to do. And like, if you want to actually do stuff with your life during summer, you know, plus, you know, I have 5 accounts, but if I had one and I wanted to do something else besides, like, it would be the same thing. It's like, I want to play Magic with my kid. Like, your mate comes over, I don't want to be worried about the game, so I don't. So, it's whatever. I chose to play Magic with my kid instead of doing Satellite today. Womp womp. Whoop-de-doo. Chose to go to the zoo with you instead of doing Crucible.
Yeah, I got some pretty cool photos of the eagles.
Yeah.
The bears decided to run off and hide. They didn't want to come back out and play.
So at the end of the day, just pick what you want to do, how you want to play the game. We're not going to say you're doing it wrong with any way that you're doing it. If you want to spend a shit ton of money and get all your characters to 7, cool. That's your cash. That's the way to do it. If you want to not spend it all and you want to play a couple times a day, I'm sure there's a place for you to do that. If you want to ride somebody's coattails, I'm sure there's other alliances that will allow that. It's not going to be ours, but I'm sure there's somebody where we want everybody to be active.
Nope, and we've noticed that, and we keep pushing a couple of people, and we're like, hey, do you want to drop down? Because you're like struggling to keep up, and we don't want you to get like overwhelmed and, you know, still fighting, pushing.
This might be the last one of these videos with my buddy Ao in our alliance. He's going to be quitting as of Sunday. He's done. He just moved to a new town, got a new job, has a new wife, and is trying to have a new baby. So the guy's busy. Yeah. And so I, bless his heart, love him very much.
And he was sticking around probably just for us.
Probably. You know, he called me when his, you know, on his way to do his bachelor party and before his wedding and all that stuff. Like, you know, worried about what was going on and asked for advice. Yeah. So, you know, I love him and I wish him well, and hopefully we can stay in touch. I got his actual phone number, so that's kind of cool. And then we have 2 other people that are going to be moving to Davlar. We got 2 Finnish people coming up from Davlar. So it's changes. You know, the more things change, the more things stay the same, and we're going to keep on plugging forward and having a good time and enjoying the people around us in a game that's crazy at times. So.
Yeah, I know. I've been in this alliance since it started, basically, since I could get into an alliance.
Yeah, we looked at it, it was 2,600 and something days you'd been in the alliance. It was crazy.
Yeah. And you were the longest because you created it.
No, I was behind you.
No, you were ahead of me. Yours was ahead of me. Yours was 26. Mine was 22.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or no, yours was 22.6 something. Mine was 22.08. Like 60 days less than you. Because you did start before me, but then your tablet would no longer support the game. And so that's when I bought you a new one, or I put it on my phone.
Ooh.
And so then I got hooked on playing it because it was on my phone.
And then you guys came to the alliance that I had created.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you
then
go.
Sauce Boss theoretically would have been longer, but because that's your baby account now,
Yeah, it moved it.
Keeps moving back and
Yeah, it moved it to help people out and to bring people
anyway,
in.
the point of bringing that one up is
Good.
I've almost contemplated dropping down to a lower one because I don't want to feel like I'm holding back because I decided not to spend and buy these new tunes. And then I'm just going to wait, free to play, get them whenever. But then it's like, ugh, I don't want to leave my alliance, you know?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to worry about that.
Well, and I don't
But
think...
I'm the kind of person that does, that I don't want to hold others back.
I don't think you need to worry about it. There's nobody, and that's a beautiful thing about our alliance, there's nobody saying we have to do this.
No.
Do this or else. We're all on a pretty same, standard where we are mindset, saying that, we're in this together, we do the best we can. And
I mean, would more red gear be great? Absolutely. Would it be nice to finally be able to get some more tunes to 19? Sure.
Yeah. Looking at those health catalysts, and I've got, I need 20. It's like, ooh, do I buy that offer? No, don't buy gear. That's a sign of the devil.
Yeah.
Buy the opening deals and maybe a strike pass, and that's it. Don't buy gear. That's horrible.
It's like I'm not in a rush. Mephisto, yeah, maybe he's worth it, but each node is not worth it. The rewards for each node.
No.
It's 100% not worth it.
A mega gold orb that's going to get you under $1.5 million gold.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on 3 of them right now.
Yeah,
like,
you'll
all I'm
probably
doing
get
with the Shuri thing is farming the gold. Hank's got the training mats, but it's like, nah, I'd rather have the gold. Gold is more useful to me than training mats because I can't really level up anybody because they're pretty much everybody I use is at the hundo.
Right. Oh, right. Right.
So, like, gold is more important because the gear, 800k, that's freaking 2 or 3 gold orbs right there just for one piece of gear.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's just, I don't know. There's something wrong with their checks and balances, and it's so cattywampus right now.
Well, they didn't expect it to be as long as it was, and it's a popular game with a lot of people that really love it.
And they're struggling since COVID when it blew up, and it's
what
showing
can we do
now.
To help people? Like,
we've
gotta...
lost a lot of Krakens. Oh, we gotta cater to them. Here, give them more. Oh shoot, free-to-play's leaving in masses because they can't do anything.
Yeah. Listen to people that actually have a brain. Don't listen to these people that just want to have their voices heard. That's different. The people that just want to talk loud and get their word out there are usually people that are just in it for themselves. And once they get what they want, they're going to be gone. The people that actually talk about this and want to make this game better, that's who you need to listen to. There's a lot of us around. And it's not just the people that I know. There's a lot of people in this game, period, that really just want it to be good.
Yep.
Those are the people we need to listen to, right there in the middle.
I know we got our first Mephisto in our alliance, Mr. Dre. And he put it up there. Hey, here you go. Go test. Let me know what works. Let me know what doesn't. What do you want me to put up there for you to try?
Yeah, Dre's awesome. He's a team player. He does his thing. He spends his money, but he's a team player at the end of the day. So it's cool.
Less of a punch-up. Mercs could have had it.
Yeah.
But my Mercs wasn't big enough.
His thing is, I just want to sim stuff.
Yep.
He built it high enough just to sim. Like, okay.
And I get that, and I would. But again, Spider Society is not farmable yet.
Yeah.
Cabal just became farmable today. Finally.
Which came out after Spider Society, I thought. But I don't know.
I
I thought so. It's been so weird. I don't know.
Hive Mind went, now Cabal's
so quick.
there.
The cadence is so quick, I can't tell who came out when.
Right? Well, and the fact that they already changed the tunes 3 times now in these Spotlight raids, this is the 3rd tune they've put in since the Spotlight raid was announced. And that hasn't even been.
The orbs.
Because it started out with...
Yeah, they're changing that pretty quick.
Void Knight, then it went to Cosmic, and now it's Iron Patriot.
Iron Patriot, yeah.
It's like, what, every 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Every new season. Raid season, maybe.
Like, holy shit
Yeah, it's
balls.
crazy. I kind of like the turnover. I think it's nice. Because they just do it right off the bat, then save them up.
I got my 30 orbs and
spin them all and save it up and spin them all. And it's not bad, but when I don't have on my other ones that are free to play, and I don't have the initial offers, I need more shards, and so I don't have time.
And you don't have those orbs because you don't do those raids.
No, I do. I do 2 of them. Well, on 2 of the accounts, not the other one though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah.
And that's where they're hurting a lot, because how many alliances are truly even doing those raids? I wish there was a way of knowing.
And which ones should be doing those raids that are, but feel like they're forced to in order to get them. That's the other problem too.
You know, are they only doing, everybody's just doing the first 2 nodes, and only a couple people have Spider Society to do the next couple?
Yeah. Oh, and I also wanted to shout out, say thank you to Zim and Vander and Scrappy for all your wonderful comments. Really appreciate it. I went through and I was reading some of them last night because I hadn't even looked on YouTube in a while. So, yeah, just because it was too damn hot. I didn't even want to think about Tub Talk. Hot tub. Oh my gosh, too much. But I went and looked last night, and it was nice to see the comments and definitely appreciate it. And yes, Scrappy, we definitely are a family, and I do listen to the wife. I do, absolutely. And we got some great people around us. And if not for that, this game would be probably long gone from my tablet if it wasn't for the people.
Yeah.
Wasn't for the
Looney Tunes
people
was easy to leave other than, you know, Tommy.
Yeah.
And when he was still streaming, we would still watch.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the people and the fact that I love playing with Panda Pool, I think are 2 of the things right now.
That's got to still be one of my favorite teams to play with.
Yeah, Panda Pool coming up to the screen and saying hi to you right in the middle of the battle was great. I just hope that we get somebody else fun like MODOK would be great. To see him going crazy around the screen.
For Mercs. Deathpool was a joke. She should not be on that team.
And
She sucks ass on that team. She belongs on New Warriors.
Hey, they're all heroes. Put Ant-Man on there. On spawn, he's going to give him barrier. He's going to heal him. He'd probably do better than her.
They need somebody because she doesn't get her charges, so she doesn't get her ult. What's the point of it?
Yeah.
There's no point of her being on that team.
Those of you listening in that have Ant-Man, give it a try. See how it works. I already used mine
big.
more, so. Not your Ant-Man. You haven't bought Ant-Man.
Oh, Pym.
Yep. Hank Pym.
Hank. I thought you were talking about legit Ant-Man.
No, he's
the
on
hell
defense.
I have too.
He's on defense. But yeah, try Hank Pym with him. He does, barrier on spawn, and heroes get extra attack with his basic. He does some fun stuff. So I have him on defense on a special team that if you guys are in my alliance, you can go see. But we do have our special code teams that we use in Earth and things for offense and defense. And so that's one of mine that I'm going to start telling people that get Hank Pym if it works as well as I think it's going to this war. So we will see. But anyhow, appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for listening in and for giving your feedback and your replies and your comments on our stuff. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's about an average of 15 to 20 people listening to these each time, so that's cool. We only hear from like 3, so the other 12 to 17 of you got to speak up and say something.
We got to know who our stalkers are.
Yeah, who our stalkers are. Yeah, absolutely.
I know who one of them was because their titles would magically change when we would talk about.
Yeah, one of these CCs is like all of a sudden, hey, hold on.
Is this just a clickbait title, or is it real? Like, dude, come on. Don't make it so obvious.
And then the comment, I thought you guys were just doing the Tub Talk thing. I didn't know you were doing Marvel Strike Force. Like, okay, so you are watching.
Really like us.
No, we do appreciate everybody, though, and for those envoys that did quit, sorry to hear that you guys quit, but maybe you're opening up a spot for me to actually get in there. Who knows? So.
Well, I would like to know, what was the breaking point?
Yeah, reach out. Give me a PM. Tell me what it was. I don't have to tell nobody.
Do they truly not listen to the
It's
envoys?
an NDA, but nobody's going to hear the A in the NDA.
You're signed up, though. So you've already signed the NDA. They can talk to you.
Oh, yeah, they can talk to me because I have an NDA as well. I won't tell nobody.
And I won't be sitting next to you eavesdropping.
No,
me, ever. I don't do that.
No,
I don't have mom ears and can't hear from halfway across.
It's not
the
like
house.
I read messages out loud when I'm reading them. It's going to be in a PM. It's not
I'm blind as a
yeah, it's not going to be over voice.
See it.
But I don't read things aloud.
I would just like to know.
Yeah, true.
Are they in our same predicament, but yet they are an envoy? They feel like they have to be held to a higher standard, so now they're quitting so they can freely speak their mind?
I don't know. We'll see if there's any videos that come out. Who knows? I don't know. I would think Runner would be one of those people that just be like, you know what, this is what it was, and it was fucked.
Yeah.
But if not, totally understand. And if you're still under whatever, I totally understand. That's what it is. But Yeah, if not, reach out. I have an NDA signed, so I can't tell nobody. So if you tell me, I won't tell anybody, but at least I'll understand. So
Yeah, maybe it's something
knowledge is
that,
power.
they can be like, hey, you really don't want to be in this program. This is what it is. Like,
You gotta tell me that
or,
too.
hey, it's
Give
not
me the
so
ghost
bad.
stories.
They just don't listen to you. I just want
No.
access to the graphics so that I
They'll
don't have
listen
to
to me.
make my freaking own. Or
They'll
like
listen to me. I'll guarantee you. I'll make sure of it. But anyways, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Love you. And until next time, I'm Biz.
I'm Sable.
Peace.